Can I request everyone to take their seats? And another request, of course, is to switch off your mobile phones. Sounds like you're in the airplane, the announcements being made. So we are about to take off, so to speak, because there's technology and there's governance, hopefully on a flight to the smart city. May I request the speakers for the session to come up as I call the names? Mr. Devidas Kulkarni, Dr. Srinivas Chari, Mr. Rishi Bhatnagar, Shri Rajesh Ramchandran, and Mr. Shankar Deshpande. A round of applause, please. Okay. Thank you. And I'm Pradeep Pense. I'm Dean for IT here in V School. And it's going to be an interesting session for me as much as all of you here because I'm really eagerly waiting to listen to things like Internet of Things. And there are some experts sitting here who will give us a lot of vision in that area. It's my pleasurable duty to welcome and also extend a token of appreciation from on behalf of Vidyan Bharati for making time and thank you for coming here. And we look forward to your interesting insights on the topic. May I request Professor Madhav Rajwade to come up and felicitate our speakers. Mr. Devidas Kulkarni. The felicitation is in the form of a book and a donation in the name of the speaker to a girl child. You see the photos there. You must be wondering throughout yesterday and today there were these photos coming up. They're actually girl child for whom V School has donated in the name of the speakers. Their education for about 6 months, 1 month, depending on what is being given. So, Mr. Srinivas Chari, Dr. Srinivas Chari. Sir. May I request our chairperson for the day, Devidas Kulkarni sir, to take over now and give the token to the rest of the speakers. Dr. Srinivas Chari. Mr. Rishi Bhatnagar. And Mr. Rajesh Ramchandran. And last but not the least, Mr. Shankar Deshpande. In the interest of time, let me quickly introduce all the speakers and then hand over the session to our chairman. Mr. Devidas Kulkarni is the head of Building Technologies Division of Siemens Limited. He's been with Siemens for the past 21 years. He's been in varied fields, corporate quality and industrial engineering and project management. He's won the award called Top Plus Award, which is a global award in Siemens Group, 3 consecutive times. He's a postgraduate from the NITI and graduate from Sardar Patel College of Engineering. And he's been previously with Mahindra Mandra. He's contributed a lot towards the building and green area. So he's a member of the Indian Green Building Congress, of which he was the founding member. And he's also on the executive council of AEEE, which is Alliance for Energy Efficient Economy. That's Mr. Devidas Kulkarni for you. A round of applause, please. Yeah. I think that tea has not worked on the participants yet, so. Our keynote address is by Dr. Chari. Dr. Chari is the Director, Center for Urban Governance, Environment and Infrastructure Development, the Administrative Staff College, Hyderabad. He is primarily interested in the areas of water and sanitation, and within that, institutional reforms, PPP, and capacity building. He's done considerable amount of work in that area over the years, and he's educated from the University of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, University of Bradford, UK, and Water Engineering Development Center in UK. He's been on the advisory boards and continues to be in well over 150 various committees and consulting and research engagements. He's also on the steering committee, which is very interesting to know, and a member of the City Protocol and Smart City Initiative at Barcelona. So look forward to hearing your views, sir. Our next speaker is going to be Mr. Rishi Bhatnagar. Mr. Rishi Bhatnagar is with Tech Mahindra. He heads a large P&L in that space on the digital enterprise services business. He's been there for the last several years and 20 plus years of experience in the area of technology in various geographies, both Europe, APAC, and US. He's authored a book that's interesting on enterprise IoT, Internet of Things, which has been accepted by the Industrial Internet Consortium. He's a PhD in IT and computer science. He's finished his global program for management development from Michigan University, and he's a master of computer science, computer applications from IMT Ghaziabad. That's Dr. Rishi Bhatnagar for you. Mr. Rajesh Ramchandran is global CTO and global president of global products and technology solutions at Rolta. He is part of the top management team at Rolta, and he offers his various services of Rolta, particularly the intellectual property-driven services and business models. He brings with him 23 years of experience in technology, things like data analytics, business intelligence, cloud, geospatial, e-commerce, so on and so forth. Prior to Rolta, Mr. Rajesh was also part of senior teams in Oracle, eBay, and Siemens. So I think he brings a very diverse mix in the area of technology. His education has been in terms of a postgraduate degree in computer science from Illinois State University, Chicago, and an executive MBA from IIM Bangalore. He is a renowned technology evangelist and a regular speaker in several forums. Mr. Shankar Deshpande is the Joint Project Director, Town Planning, and Member Secretary, Mithi River Development and Protection Authority, MMRDA. So you get the governance side of it, but with technology along with it. He has more than 20 years of experience across various sectors: town planning, urban design, infrastructure, solid waste management, water resources, hydrology, e-governance, metro rail, clean and green technology, so on and so forth. Currently, he's driving the solid waste management, clean and green technologies, and smart cities and e-governance initiatives at MMRDA. He also reports to the Metropolitan Commissioner of the MMRDA. Yeah. Right. So once again, a round of applause, and we start this session. Thank you so much. We have a small clip before I hand it over to the chairman.
Dharavi. This word would instantly evoke images of sprawling slums, the largest in the whole of Asia, slums so filthy and foul. But that's an old story. Now Dharavi has become much more humane and hospitable, a cleaner and caring home to the multitude. Its metamorphosis is a magnificent story of success achieved by the local denizens and the municipality. Lying in the middle of the metropolis of Bombay, or Mumbai as it is now called, Dharavi is a home to millions of working people from all over India. Over the years, the population of human beings and animals and the number of small industrial units has increased beyond limits, turning Dharavi into a veritable hell. While the landmass remained limited, the pressure on resources mounted up manifold. What remained was garbage all around and harmful water. The poor inhabitants could never realize what unhealthy conditions they were living under. Filth had become part of life, all the time. But during the monsoons, this human habitat would become just unbearable. In the absence of proper sanitation, garbage would rot and the stink spread all around. In order to provide hygienic living conditions, the city's municipality drew up a special plan. A young officer, Mr. Subhash Darvi, was put in charge of giving new life to Dharavi. It wasn't an easy task at all. First of all, the people who lived here were to be taught the lessons in cleanliness. Their old habits were to be changed. At the same time, they were to be made responsible for the hygiene of the entire habitat. In the drive for cleanliness, the cooperation of the local women was extremely important. They were brought into the mission and were convinced about their unhealthy living conditions. They were, in turn, asked to persuade people not to spit all over the place, not to turn their habitat into a general toilet. By and by, these women carried the message of cleanliness to each and every household. Different means of communication were applied to spread awareness among the people. Even temples and mosques were used to spread the message of cleanliness. Young school children also joined the drive for cleanliness as if it were part of their curriculum. That was indeed excellent. People came out voluntarily to clean the garbage in their surroundings. In this drive for cleanliness, they were supported by the municipal personnel and the police. Garbage was collected and dumped at one place. Later, it was carried off in trucks. The entire area was properly cleaned. All the lanes were washed with water and later disinfected. But the story doesn't end here. Cleanliness had to be maintained all the time. In order to achieve this, the local people were made to follow certain rules. Every morning, the garbage van would visit the place and people would use it. People stopped throwing garbage all around as they used to before. Now they would dump at a notified place. From there, it would be collected off to a garbage yard. If another Dharavi denizen feels that the municipal personnel clean for.
Okay, so this was just to set the tone to say that involvement, and we've been seeing this since yesterday, involvement and change management, particularly in the context of technology and governance. How do you drive a change? Because you may have fancy technology, but to make it work, you also need people involvement. So over to you, sir.
Very good afternoon to all of you. I'm really happy to be here in the presence of all the eminent people here, the people from all walks of life, and those who are specially concerned and also working together to see how we can build better smart cities going forward. And we also have quite an eminent panel here. I think one or two people already are very well connected with me through my previous organization or the present organization, and I'm sure the rest also will get connected very soon. So smart cities is a very well-known word today, and everywhere you will find some or the other context, somebody or the other talking about smart cities. So if you look at the smart city definition, what is given in, let's say, Wikipedia or in a Google, if you put a click and ask for a definition of a smart city, it very, very clearly spells out what is a smart city. It says basically it is the best use of digital technology or information and communication technology to improve or enhance the quality of life and the performance of the services which are used by most of the people, most of us, and with the aim to reduce, of course, the cost as well as resource consumption. I think the previous session talked about a lot on consumption optimization, how we can be more, better and better going forward, ensuring that we optimize the resource consumption, which is limited for all of us. And I think this session will talk about technology and governance, because technology as such is also one of the most important parameter in making sure that you have the best of the smart cities going forward for a very long period of time. And especially so when I come from a background of technology experts and the field of technology from Siemens, Siemens has all the answers and the solution in all the facets of a smart city. Like what do smart city require? Smart city requires better water, waste management, good quality power distribution. First of all, power generation, transmission, distribution, and the use of the power. It also requires